Hi, good afternoon. We're here with Gary from Baylis Mobility. How you doing, Gary?
I'm fine, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, very well, thank you. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Yeah, we'll just head straight in, start asking you the questions and let us know what your thoughts and experiences are. So just as a bit of an introduction, if you'd like to let us know exactly who you are, what it is you do and how long you've been doing it for, please.
Right, I'm Gary Braithwaite. We supply, maintain, hire, service disability aids, mobility aids and equipment. Had a business, Baylis Mobility, been going for 21 years at the end of October this year. Previous to that, I worked 9 years for another company as contract manager running the NHS wheelchair contracts. We've had various shops throughout Yorkshire, and at the moment we have one showroom in Bridlington that's growing at a very fast rate. We've been here for about 2 years now.
Excellent, thank you. So in those couple of years, and obviously the years sort of possibly prior to that as well, in the run-up and the pandemic, what was the biggest impact of that for you guys?
At first, the biggest impact was a lot more sales. A lot of hard work because we furloughed all the staff, and myself and my wife did it, ran the business between us. So yeah, it was very hard work at first, but then I think the other impact with it is, especially with the online side where we sell on Amazon and eBay, there's a lot more sellers starting to who have appeared. People probably who lost their job or well, were furloughed, looking for extra income. So yeah, it's created a lot more competition for us online, as I think it has for a lot of people. But we are currently our action for that is to start to come away from Amazon and eBay, concentrate more on his own website and on face-to-face customers. Try and bring more people in through the shop, because it is getting very difficult online now. Extremely
competitive, as you say. There's a lot of people trying to do same things, and with the sort of people without job, or if they've lost jobs or looking for an extra income and that kind of thing. There's plenty of activity in that space. So were there any actions in terms of what you had to do, forced to do during the pandemic that you've kept within the business that you said, well, actually we had to do that and it's made an improvement and we've stuck with it?
Well, obviously it's made us more aware of the health of its customers, because obviously we're dealing with people with illnesses and disabilities. So we're trying to still maintain distance from them when we're dealing with it. It's obviously not always that easy to do. We've got plenty of hand wash laid around. Everywhere you look, there's a bottle of hand wash. But no, I mean, things seem to be getting pretty much back to as they were before, as I say, but just try to keep us distance a little bit from people.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So in terms of where we are now, what does the future look like for you guys? What do you see as the main challenges going ahead?
It's very difficult to say at the moment. I mean, we are going to carry on as we were. We're taking a few precautions. This industry always quietens down at the end of September anyway. Our main thing is to try and get through to next April time, as we are now. That's what we're going to do with the amount of staff, and still try and grow it. We've just started stocking e-bikes. Something I've thought about for the last 18 months, but it just seemed something that would fit in beside the mobility scooters. People who ride bikes who can no longer ride as far, you can go for an assisted bike. Once they're not able to ride, maybe wheelchair scooters. It just seems a natural progression, from cycling to mobility scooters. So and it's sitting quite nice. We've had quite a bit of interest.
Stuff.
Look good in the showroom anyway.
Good example of entrepreneurial nous there. Looking at
I mean it's hard at the moment because it's ever since Brexit it's been one thing after the other. But you've still got to try and keep your head clear and still look for something new, to keep progressing. So we're starting to come away from the, £5 odd items online, and we're looking more to nursing homes, doing positional aids, which that's doing quite well, bed bumpers, things like that. So yeah, we're changing. I mean, we're changing more as online profile, more towards nursing homes and
Sure.
the higher end stuff, and adding new additions whenever we can to us showroom
Stuff. Diversifying. Help you to
Yeah,
survive
well,
and
I
grow.
think you've got to these days.
Yeah,
You've got
definitely.
to, yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah.
nobody else does e-bikes in Bridlington, so
Mhm.
these are a bit of a niche there for it. As long as you get the right, the right product in.
Sure.
So we've gone for sort of like mid-range ones to start
Mhm.
off with, and then we'll see how that goes, and then look at higher end and the cheaper ones, possibly.
Good stuff. Thank you for that. It's a good share on, as I say, diversification and
Yeah.
looking at where you can expand into different markets. So moving on to yourself as a business owner then, Gary, what would you say if you could pick one learning, the biggest one that you've had since being in business?
Don't let competition lower your prices. If they're forcing you to lower your prices, look for something else to sell.
Yeah.
Because Amazon's just a race to the bottom at the moment. And there's no point. There's no point in me selling stuff just to pay the wages.
Mhm.
We're here to make a profit.
Yeah.
And that race to the bottom just doesn't work. So, if we can no longer make a good profit that we want to on that product,
Mhm.
just forget it and we'll move on to something else. Or we'll leave it at that price we want to sell it, and if people buy it, they buy it.
Sure.
So, being that, got involved in the race to the bottom and
Yeah.
didn't like it. So, but as I said, with all the new competition that's coming online now, and I
Yeah.
think a lot of them are working from home with no overheads. So
Sure.
no point trying to compete against them. No point. Just
Yeah.
look for something new. Look for what you do best and keep on doing what you do best.
Excellent. Good bit of advice. Something that we advocate as well in terms of not competing on price. There's many other things in terms of competing on guarantees and level of service.
Yeah.
and the quality of what you provide, which means you don't have to compete on price, and you find the right customers that are good for your business, that are going to sustain a business. So it's a good share, something that resonates with us here. So what would be the best advice you could give to a young person starting out in business today?
Do something you enjoy. Yeah, if you enjoy it, it's a lot easier. The hard times are a lot easier when you enjoy doing what you're doing. I mean, I love getting, because I still do yes, I'm managing director here, but I still do the repairs. Because I love somebody coming in with a scooter that, and fixing it, especially if we can do, and we try and do as repairs at good prices, because people can't afford to be paying, £70 an hour labour nowadays. So we keep as labour low as we can possibly in a reasonable price, and we won't. I don't like giving up on a scooter and saying it's beyond repair. I don't like doing that. So I do my best to make sure everything, I get every scooter repaired at a reasonable price. So that's
Good stuff. You enjoy doing that aspect, so you keep a hand in there.
Yeah. Well, we've tried training up a couple of people this year that just hasn't worked. But how do you? It's that difficult to train somebody to do what you've been doing 30 years because you do it without thinking.
Yeah.
So you certain things you can tell somebody how to do something, but then you forget that, this is the easy way to do this bit, and an hour later they're still fiddling with it. When if you said that one thing, but it's not only their fault, but it's difficult to train somebody up. So what we're doing is I've got staff to take the administrative side off me, and I'm just do the repairs. So I say I enjoy it.
Good stuff. So what inspires you to do what you do in your business? Things you listen to, read, or your people you work with, or the customers?
I would say at the moment, Sammy's just turned around and looked at me. No, to be honest, I've never been really inspired by things or people as such, as in mentors and things like that. But I employed Sammy just under 3 years ago, just packing, and we promoted maternity year, we promoted her to assistant manager, and then very quickly we promoted her to manager. And that's what inspires me, seeing people come in and progressing my company. We've employed another girl called Sam who's doing our marketing. She was a marketing assistant. She's not a great deal of experience, but she's doing brilliantly. You know, so that it helps me, you know, and think that's a good to see people, you know, doing a good job and learning and
yeah, it's a nice share. Thank you for that. So lastly then, in terms of just sharing, I suppose, some latest news around your business, or anything that you might want to share with the community in terms of people being directed towards your website or anything like that, anything you'd like to share, feel free.
Yeah, well, we've just got a couple of modular chairs in, power chairs, which basically is you get the base and then you build the chair around the person. So, you know, there's on one of them, there's 9 pages of options on it. So we've got them in it. It's what I used to do previously. You know, so you can start with a basic chair or one with every conceivable option on it. So we've gone with a couple that have got a lot of the options, so we can say to people that, you know, this is what you're going to get, or if you don't want it, and then work out prices and so on that. And again, that's something I enjoy. We've got the bikes in, obviously, which we spoke about. And we'll just be getting, now winter's coming, we'll be getting some, we're looking at new rise recliners, what new models are out there. But offers, as offers change weekly. You know, we always have a scooter on offer, one model of scooter on offer. Again, at the moment, it's difficult with scooter stock because you can order something and it's not in stock with the suppliers.
Yeah.
When it's coming in because it's on a container somewhere in North Sea. Yeah, we've always got offers on. It's a matter of what's on offer at the time. But they are continuously. We'll always have one scooter on offer. We'll have a wheelchair on offer. Yeah, it depends what we can get on offer as well. Because if we can buy something on offer, we will sell it on with that reduced price.
What's the website address that we can have a look at?
We've actually got 2. Because we're phasing one out, but with baylissmobility.co.uk and baylissmobility.uk. So we're building the UK one and we'll be phasing .co.uk out, because that was built by somebody else, which we no longer use, and we can't repair it ourselves.
Sure.
So we're building a new one that we've got better control over and can do more with.
Excellent. All right, well, thank you very much, Gary, for sharing all that with us. It's been great talking to you. I hope it goes from strength to strength.
Thank you.